what was that feeling when you guys cut the first celebrity, the first entrepreneur?
I feel like they're just regular people too. They're just on different levels too and shit.
He leads by example, so it's like...
I was gonna say he did it in silent, right?
Exactly, it just leads by example. He preaches what he does and he shows it by action.
I feel like discipline is the first thing you gotta have when it comes to business. I wasn't satisfied. You can't ever be too comfortable. You gotta step out of that comfort zone. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna take another step and just look around for my shop. I wanna do my own thing.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another DBS exclusive podcast with myself, Giovanni Jimenez, Juan Batalla, and our guest, Freddy Ramirez and Jeremiah. Before we get to the story of success, let the audience know where did it all begin. A little background story of yourself, where it all began. How were you raised before the success?
So just pretty much grew up out here in Utah. Been cutting hair for like 14, 15 years. Started over there at EOS. Shout out to Eric. And just been pretty much grinding over here with Jeremiah since day one and shit. Fucking been going hard together for like 10 years and shit.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So when did Jeremiah come into the picture?
So it was when we were over at Eric's EOS Barbershop.
I was gonna say, is EOS the workout or EOS the barbershop?
So it was
I was like,
NBR style. It's called NBR style. Well, it was. I don't think it's been going on for a minute now. But, I mean, that's where it all started. Just pretty much from there, kind of leveled up a little bit.
And that's where you learned all your techniques.
Well, in the early 2000s, bro, that's where there was like 5 shops. There was EOS, Authentic, and that's the only one. In like West Valley, those are the only ones I can remember, you know? So.
And how old were you, Freddie?
I was probably like about, 17.
Shit. What about you, Jeremiah?
Well, I was younger than him.
You were just a customer there, or what?
So when I started, I was 18 over there at the barbershop, yeah.
So, and what I'm saying is, did you start, or did you guys meet there, or did you guys come back together and unite at Hollywood, or how did that go?
So we pretty much we met right there, and just from there we ended up moving to Royalty Barbershop, and that's the other step we took. I left first, then Jerry came through too, so we reunited right there, and then that's when I was like, fuck, I'm thinking about just fucking opening my shop and shit. That's when I was like, fuck it, HollywoodCuts. And that's when he's like, fuck it, if you're leaving, I'm coming with you. And then a few years after that, so the Taylorsville location's been going hard for 7 years. And we were here together for a while, and then we decided to partner up and open up a Draper location. So it's just been going hard since then.
What were some early struggles for you becoming an upcoming barber that now you look back at it and now you just looking, it was just overthinking or you just being overwhelmed? It's a good question. Because there's different phases. Like I said, I started in the garage in my mom's house. So I got licensed in high school originally. And I'd say that part, starting so young where you're kind of, you don't know even what a career is yet, you know what I mean? So coming from the garage, and I guess that at that age, that was the hardest part, like going into a shop. So I wasn't overthinking, I guess I wasn't planning too far ahead with it, you know? So it wasn't in your mind, it wasn't a career, it was just to get the money. At that point, yeah, right, because I started so young. I also had plans to go to college and, like I said, play football and kind of do my thing like I was telling you earlier. And so I had the opportunity to do both, so you kind of when you're in the middle of both, you don't fully commit yourself to one thing. You know what I mean? So at the beginning, it was that part to myself, letting myself know like, hey, you can do this, commit to it, and watch your dues and enjoy the fruit of your labor once it's done, you know, but you don't know what's going to happen. The unknown is crazy. So that's what I feel like was the biggest thing, getting past that part for myself.
What about you, Freddie?
The same thing. I was so just in high school I was playing soccer too, and I was focused on other stuff too. I wanted to pretty much go pro, but I mean that's the dream for all of us.
100%.
Go pro, and just with like barbering, I started at probably the first haircut I did was in junior high. So fucking just it wasn't consistent. When I really started taking it serious is when right after high school. So that's when I started building up my clientele, but I had a lot of clients from the school so pretty much all my clients now that I have, they've been with me for years. Probably since shit. I was hell yeah.
Day one.
Day one.
The only ones that cut my hair is my apprentices. If it's not Freddie, you know what I mean? Probably like 10 years straight, yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and just fucking, we just decided to pretty much level up and actually take it serious and pretty much grow the business, because it's not just about cutting hair, it's about knowing the business point of view too, and that's the only way you're gonna grow pretty much. If you know how to do business, shit, you're gonna grow anywhere. It doesn't have to be barbering, it doesn't have to be like the podcast. If you know business, you're gonna fucking grind.
Yeah, 100%. In any industry, right?
Oh hell yeah.
And that was my next question as well. Is how did you use soccer and like the disciplines in soccer? Were you taking soccer serious at an early age?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it just like with everything, you gotta stay disciplined. If you're not disciplined with yourself, you're not gonna make it out anywhere. You just gotta really, really want it. You gotta be hungry, and you gotta stay hungry. Cause once you start losing that discipline, if you make shit easy for yourself, if you're like, you know what, I'll do this tomorrow, it's just gonna make it easier for you not to be disciplined and not really take anything serious. You're just pretty much like fucking.
It's a game, right?
Yeah, it's just a game. Like you gotta take everything serious, be disciplined, and level up. Learn different shit every day. Be a student. You can't just stop learning. Even if you're a master, just keep learning. No matter if it's soccer, no matter if it's barbering, just be a student. Learn new shit every day.
So let's talk about that jump from cutting hair to owning a barbershop. What were the challenges when you first opened your first barbershop?
So just pretty much I started like by myself. I didn't know anything about business. I didn't grow up in business. So I had to learn everything myself. And even till this day, I'm still learning more. And just like I said, just be a student. Keep learning. Just never stop learning. Even if you feel like you know everything, someone else is going to know more than you do. So always be a student. Always try to level up.
Going back to the question I had, what were some of the struggles that, or not struggles, but did you play a sport?
Football.
You played football, and how did you use the disciplines, the adversity in that sport to help you grow into the person that you are now?
Yeah, I feel like sports are overall for young men and women are just great to build those characteristics in people to have discipline, you know, and hold yourself accountable. Because once you're grown, no one's holding you accountable. You know what I mean? You're out there doing your own thing, and it's all on you. The pressure you apply is that's the show. It'll show because those are the results you'll get. But for myself, it was good, bro. That's why I love football so much because the way you're on a schedule. Every morning you're waking up. You're either doing a workout with the team, and that part too, the team effort. So that's why I'm here like this now because the team effort, that's how you get anything conquered in life. So it definitely trickled over to my life to how I present myself now from I'm a firm believer in how you do anything is how you do everything. So through even how we were talking, I try to be consistent with myself now, going to the gym 4 days out of the week, just holding myself accountable because you can lie to everybody else out here, but to yourself, when you look in the mirror, you know the truth, you know, and that's when you break and that's when you crack because you're over here trying to fake a funk where you're not even really doing what you're saying you're doing, and it starts to eat at your soul, bro, and who you are as a person. So to have that, and I'm grateful for all that, to be able to have that come into my work ethic now because people know I be up at Friday through Saturday or Sunday through Monday. Anytime you hit me up for a cut, bro, I'll get you in. I'll be up early, I'll stay late, the house calls, you know what I mean? The going back, cleaning up when you don't want to clean, just all the little things, the marketing when you don't want to do it. You figure out how to get it done because of, like I said, my upbringing of the sports. And I don't want to say it's all on that, but a big part of it plays a role, you know? Especially when you're young, it's better to start young than anything.
And I know I can speak for all of us here. I mean, we all encourage young entrepreneurs to get out there and do sports, right? And stay disciplined to a craft. Later on, you don't know how that may affect you. We all have done sports in the past, and that has trickled over to our life now where we can benefit from those habits.
I don't even want to say just sports, too. Something that just holds you accountable. You know what I mean? Because maybe you're not able to do sports. Don't let that be something that stops you. You know what I mean? Find something that's going to make you dedicated and just make you a better person, you know?
Just stay disciplined to yourself and just, like you said, never lie to yourself. Because that's, instead of growing, you're fucking yourself up more. Like, just, you're going down instead of going up. Just, I feel like discipline is the first thing you gotta have when it comes to business. If you're not disciplined, you're not gonna make it anywhere. You're not gonna make it in sports. You're not gonna make it in business. You're pretty much not even gonna make it in life. So the first step when it comes to business, just about being disciplined. Just if you tell yourself you're gonna do something, do it. You tell yourself you're gonna get up at 5 a.m., do it. Don't hit that snooze button. Just do it.
Just do it.
Get up by 5 a.m. and just pretty much start the day. Get it going. But
I think discipline has a lot to do with what you said. Like how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you think, I mean not if you think, if you do your bed before you get out of your room, you're probably gonna check your mails before you go to bed, right? And I think that plays hand to hand, right?
So you mentioned a lot. You mentioned a lot about knowing Jeremiah for 10 years. Do you think the connection and knowing Jeremiah, how his ambition, his discipline, you think that played a big role on you guys opening that shop together?
oh hell yeah, yeah. Cause I mean, I wouldn't open a shop with just anybody. You gotta really look at the person, see how they are, see how disciplined they are, and just pretty much see how hard they're working. Cause if you know they're working hard on themselves, you know they're gonna put in work at the business too. And just pretty much since the beginning, just so we've been grinding, and now like we're over here cutting up celebrities and shit now. So fucking, it's all about that discipline, like we said. Just cause you're not gonna be cutting celebrities from one day to another and shit. You gotta keep grinding and just stay focused. Just stay focused and just keep growing, keep learning.
With that being said, I feel like when he first opened up this shop, I might not have been ready to do what we're doing now. Just because, like I said, you said what doubts did you have? A lot of it wasn't people doubting me. It was more doubt within myself. So I didn't at first. You would see I would miss days, or I would be sloppy and just not come. And you have to be ready for when the next opportunity presents itself.
Was he checking you when you were missing, or?
So that's the thing, is Freddy wouldn't check me, and that's what also, it's like no one cares. But if when you do good and you're there, look at it now, you know what I mean? He saw the difference, and that's why we were able to take that. No one wants to have to babysit anybody. We're all grown. He doesn't need to check you. He leads by example.
Exactly.
So it's like,
I was gonna say he did it in silent, right?
Exactly. That's how he checked me. He exactly. It just leads by example. He preaches what he does, and he shows it by action. Actions speak louder than words, and that's what I've always loved. He may not always be the one with the loudest voice in the room, but you know he's a man of his word, and anything he said he's gonna do it, and he gets it done. You know what I mean? And so that's what really inspired me. And that's what I said. I had to doubt myself. I had to level up each game. It was from the garage to the first shop to the second shop to the shop with Freddy, and then it's like, okay, like I'm understanding this now. I'm starting to be surrounding myself with people with ambition like this, and these mindsets of this is going to take me to the next level. So I'm like, all right, I'm next up. So I sat down, I took notes, I played my position, and I'll still play my position. Whatever he needs done, I'm already there. You know what I mean? Because no one, like you said, no one knows everything, and I'm willing to learn. I'm just ready to level up too, and whatever it takes, and I'll sit and relax and wait for my time. So,
And I feel like it would have been like hard to manage both shops, but once you got someone like Jerry over here and shit, I feel like it makes it so much easier. Just makes it easier to be at this shop and pretty much not have to worry over there. So, because I know he's gonna hold it down over there, and I feel like for sure as a business owner now too, he's been growing a lot even more, and just been more disciplined, just grinding. Now we're just putting in that work, growing together.
So earlier when I asked the question, you mentioned you guys now cut celebrities. Any specific celebrities that come to the shop where you guys cut?
So there's a few of the jazz players that come through that we cut.
come on, bro. It's the best jazz player, Colin Sexton himself, bro. Don't play. That's my boy. He be coming through all the time, showing love. The homie Veggie, he just got signed to the 5-year contract to the Mammoths, the goalie.
Yeah.
That's the boy too. He's dope as fuck. A couple of the coaches.
Do you have any
Avery.
news on the Mammoth, or what? Did you chop it up with him? What's going on?
Oh, bro,
with
they're
the
about to pop
Mammoths?
off next year, bro. They just had
So
to take
next
it
year?
cool, you know. But by next year, yeah, they're gonna go crazy for sure.
So next year is when the Mammoths launch, or how does this?
Yeah, so they stopped all the Utah hockey merch. They'll probably try to get the rest of it gone. So get it while you can, because it's never gonna be around again. And then the Mammoths is gonna be the new thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Here comes the Mammoths, right?
Yeah, bro, it's about to pop off. Utah's going off.
And how was that? What was that feeling when you guys cut the first celebrity, the first entrepreneur, the first big client? How was that feeling, or what was going on through you guys' mind?
Like I feel like they're just regular people too. They're just on different levels too and shit. Just I feel like that's when it comes to that discipline. Like that's why they're where they're at too. Just because they put in that work. They put in that work, and I feel like they're just regular people like us, but they're just disciplined. I feel like even the celebrities, they want to be treated like regular people too. It's not just they don't even want to have that cloud. They just want to be treated just like regular clients. And I feel like it's just about like the way they grew up too, the work they put into to be where they're at. And just fucking, they're grinding too.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a lot of the work that people don't see, right?
Exactly.
Can you guys speak about that? Some of the work that you guys put in that most people don't see. Obviously, when people come into the building, they're gonna see you clip up. But what practice goes beyond or behind the scenes of barbering?
I say it's just like the everything really, the inventory at the end,
You don't have to give them all the sauce, but you know.
right? Like
Just a little breakdown.
there's so many aspects that you have to check where when we got to make sure every barber's doing good and inventory's coming good and making sure the shop's clean and I don't know, all the little stuff like that. It kind of adds up because it's all on you at the end of the day, you know?
And I feel like there's just so many barbers out there too, and I feel like once you have the right team, that's when your shop is gonna grow. Cause there's a lot of barbers that they're like, oh shit, I got someone coming in 10 minutes, so I can't take that walk in. And fucking 10 minutes come, 20 minutes come, and they still don't got no one in their chair. They're just sitting on their fucking phone texting. So, and I feel like if you got a solid team, you're gonna grow. Cause sometimes, like that's what they say too. If you wanna go fast, go by yourself. If you wanna go far, build a solid team. And once you got that solid team, that's when you're gonna see a lot of progress, more money coming in, and just
It's more attractive, right?
more attractive. People see the energy, because they don't want to walk into a shop and just see fucking a few barbers just sitting on their ass, not doing shit, not marketing, and that what we want, like as barbershop owners, we want everyone to eat. We want everyone grinding. We want everyone putting work for themselves too, because we try to encourage them to post more, hit up more people, hand out more cards, and the guys that aren't doing that, like they're not growing. They're just waiting for us to feed them, but they gotta put in that work. If you ain't doing shit, then we gotta let you go. But yeah, just gotta build that solid team.
So you've built something from the ground up, and that takes just more than skills and clippers, huh? And you guys are both family guys, have kids, as me as well. So how do you guys are able to manage family time and business?
So sometimes it makes it a little hard because we stay pretty booked up, and sometimes we gotta plan in advance just to spend time with the fam too. Because I mean that family comes first before anything too, even business. But I feel like you gotta kind of work around stuff, and I feel like everything we're doing is for our family too. We're trying to grind just to feed our family, just to pretty much so they have what we didn't have growing up. Just that's what pushes us to go even harder.
Realistically, I feel like you just have to have a balance. Your schedule balanced, you know. Tuesday through Saturday, I'm in the shop. Sunday, Mondays are my days off. You know what I mean? And the end goal is, if you got to sacrifice, you know, a couple years to have a great rest of your life, I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? So I'll sacrifice the now for the later, because I see the bigger picture.
Now instead of regretting later, right?
Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to put in the work that's needed to be put in now, so I can relax and actually relax and have nothing on my mind and be able to be present in the moment. But as of now, it's just, yeah, making sure your schedule is appropriate and just getting it when it's really hard. Because, yeah, honestly, as a barber, you can get as much overtime as you want, you know what I mean? So you'll be there from 8 to 8, 12 hours, and by the time you get home, everyone's already asleep, you know? So you got to just have that balanced schedule for sure.
But there's a satisfying feeling with that, though, right? That
Yeah.
you're taking care of that everything's taken care of because of you, right?
Exactly.
Like that, I feel, to me, I'm sure you guys feel that same way. Like that feeling when I come home and either it's late or it's early and I'm waking up and the house is quiet. Like I'm glad I'm the only one that's up. I'm glad I'm the only one that's putting in that work. It's a reason it's me, right?
There's that saying where there's everything in nature has its part, right? The bees wake up in the morning to do their part. As men, like, wake up, get everything done that you need to get done. You know you have to do stuff. You know what I mean? The part of nature that needs to be done. Handle your business. So yeah, bro, for sure. Definitely reciprocate that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Pretty fire.
Yeah, you gotta get it done. Get business done. Just handle what you gotta do, and for sure make some time for the family too. Make some time for the kids, cause like I said, that's what pushes us to do better in life, just to give them a better life.
Yeah, everything in life can make you or break you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially our our family, right?
For sure.
How many kids you have?
So I got two. I got a 9-year-old daughter, and then I got a 6-month-old son.
Oh, congratulations!
So they're the reason I'm up and going.
New beginnings, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
How about you, Jeremiah? How many kids you got?
I got 3. I got a 5-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. Yeah, so I stay busy, bro.
Yeah,
for
crowded
sure.
house, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good.
Never quiet, always fun.
That's right.
So that's what gets us going. The kids.
So, what would you say is the difference from your mindset from now to how it was starting?
So I feel like when I started, I didn't really know too much about business. So the mindset was like, shit, I'm gonna open a shop and just see where it takes me. But now the mindset's focused more on the business side than even the barbering side. Like it's you could be a barber, but if you don't know business, you're not really gonna grow much. Same thing with like as a barbershop owner. I started by myself pretty much, not knowing about business. I didn't come from business. My parents never had a business either. So pretty much had to learn step by step, just pretty much everything like that, step by step. And now I feel like now we're actually learning more about business. The one that's been helping me out a lot too is the muscle.
Shout out to
Shout out to the muscle. Always grinding, working hard, mentoring. My mentor.
Oh, yeah.
Because the goal is to get where he's at. I'm trying to have a heli posted in front of my house too.
The boathouse.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and it's the hands you shake, you know what I mean? Your network is your net worth, you know? So I feel like that's a huge factor. Surrounding yourselves with people that are wanting to go in the same direction, you know, elevating their game.
Yeah.
Like you guys, bro, when you guys offered to do this, hell yeah, you know? As Freddie said, let's do a podcast
Hell
with
yeah.
you guys. Let's run it, you know?
Yeah, like Jerry said, your network is your net worth. If you're hanging around bums, you're gonna be a bum. If you're hanging around millionaires, you're gonna become a millionaire. That's why when it comes to that part, it's all about just hanging around the right people.
It's not about what you do, it's about who you know, right?
Exactly. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know sometimes and shit. So just gotta be around the right people, the same people with the same mindset and the same hunger that you have. Because if you're hanging around, let's say 5 crackheads, you're gonna end up being a crackhead too.
100%.
So just hang out with millionaires if you want to be a millionaire.
You need to get big. Hang out with Jeremy.
And with
Right.
what you just said, I could kind of relate to. See, I come from Los Angeles. I grew up in the wrong environment, grew up in the wrong circle. So my mindset wasn't how it is now. My mindset was just, over there, all I knew was just trapping, scamming, all the bad things I shouldn't be doing. So once I came over here and I came across Juan and them, he seen that my mindset wasn't where it was supposed to be at, and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard at first to transition my mindset from what it used to be. And that now looking back at it, I'm grateful that I moved from that area, and my mindset has actually helped me a lot grow. And back to the topic about family, like every day I wake up, I have a purpose. Every day, every day 5:30 I leave my house. I come back after my meetings, busy day, everybody's sleeping. But in my mind, well, my heart actually is, you can say a little sad. Well, not sad necessarily, but I feel like, damn, I didn't spend time with them. But then my mind's telling me they fell asleep knowing that I was in a meeting. So once again, I'm building an empire for them. So it kind of satisfying, like Juanito mentioned earlier.
Yeah, because you want your kids to know you're out there grinding too. That's what you want them to be like too. That's why they say too, like, hang around the people you want your kids to be like. Don't just hang around anyone. If you want your kids to grow up being a drug dealers, like just like you said, scammers, just in the wrong footsteps, that's the people you want to be around with. But if you want your kids to become millionaires, be successful in life, you got to hang out with the right people too.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's all about who you hang out with. Like, look at it this way, like pretty much your kids will become who you're around with too. So, because they see everything too. So, just kick it with the right people.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right?
That's right.
So yeah, just lead by example. And I think most people don't know the relationship you guys have. How you guys, I don't know. I honestly didn't know that he was part owner, or I don't know how it explained to.
I'm like a little prodigy. So I was younger, so he's like he's like an older, bigger brother, you know what I mean? So I'm the oldest in my family of three. I have a brother and a sister. And I just, like I said, I graduated high school. I got licensed in high school to be a barber. And then right after I graduated, I just wanted to go into the shop. I was done with getting in the garage, and then I saw this guy, and we were both young, one of the youngest peoples in the shop. And so we were just vibing with each other, and we just connected. Same energy, same frequencies, same mindsets. Well, I was trying to get on the same mindset. That's what I'm saying. I've envied the way he's held himself and the way he's presented himself in the barbering game. That was a role model for me, you know. And everyone wants to be like somebody, you know. So you have to just figure out who you want to be and make sure, like, it's the right person, because you don't.
Right role model.
Yeah, you pick the wrong role model, fall down the wrong hole. And Freddy's always just been a good, genuine person, and like I said, always about the business and the way he treated his clients, the way he would always show up for them, the way he just was genuine with them and had that relationship where he's open, nah, I'll wait for Freddy. The guy might have been fresher at cutting hair than Freddy at the time or whatever, but the way that relationship was built, I was like, this guy, he's not just good at cutting hair, he's good at being a barber overall. Like, he does it all. So it's like, I want to be a barber like that. So when we're going, goes through this shop at NVR Style, I meet him, and then he's like, I'm gonna go out and go with royalties. I'm like, all right, bro, well, if you're going over there, I'm gonna go over there too, you know what I mean? You're really the only one I fuck with like this, so I'm gonna go with you. And then we're over at royalties, and still always trying to be better, always trying to do better. He's not satisfied, and that's what I'm like. And I love that. I'm attracted to that energy. And so he's like, all right, bro, it's time to open up my own thing. I'm like, you already know, bro. I'm in here the next day helping pulling out floor, scraping everything, whatever we had to do, playing my position, just learning, just trying to see how he gets to his clientele like that, the way he's able to be so booked out, the way he just holds himself as a barber in general. I'm like, all right, like, just keep learning, sitting, playing my position. And well, I was here for a whole 5 years, and I was like, all right, bro, like, you get to that point where you start doing the same thing. That's the definition of an insanity, you know what I mean? The same thing over and over and over. There has to be growth somewhere. You got to develop somewhere. So I was like, hey, bro, I'm kind of going crazy over here. Like, let's do something together. Like, I don't want to leave you because of like this has been a lot, you know. I want to do something with you, and I brought that opportunity to him. And I didn't come with no plans, you know what I mean? Or I didn't come without any plans. Or
You came right.
I came right, you know what I mean? I was like, I found this. We can start saving for this, and just kind of getting everything set up. So after that, it was like I was ready, and all like you asked earlier, what doubts did you have or doubt? It wasn't really doubters. It was just doubt within myself, but it was just not the appropriate. I didn't have the correct knowledge at the time, you know. I wasn't educated enough on the scenarios I was putting myself in. I wouldn't know how to conduct the shop or do anything like that. So with each level up, I felt like I was able to rely on him, and now we're here, and it's like we're just leveling up even more, still masterminding more shit, and you know, just always more to come. So
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, your side of the story. What's your side of the story?
Oh,
It's like
pretty
this
much
little nigga.
What did you see in him, or in? You know that maybe I should go in business with Jeremy.
So like yeah, like he said at first, like he wasn't really there like for his clients, just focusing on other stuff and just
Which you went through as well, right?
yeah.
Or do you think? What I'm trying to say is that did you see yourself in him, in the early stage?
For sure, cause I mean where we started pretty much everybody was like that, and just
Garage days.
yeah, it was the garage days. I mean that's where I started too, in my garage, and just pretty much just after that went to EOS. That's where I met Jerry too, and we just from there, I was there for like a year. Then we moved over to Royalty Barbershop. Shout out to Chucky, and
Boy.
and after that I was like, shit, I'm still wanting to do even more. Just I wasn't satisfied. I felt like you can't ever be too comfortable. You got to step out of that comfort zone. And I was like, shit, I'm gonna take another step and just look around for my shop. I want to do my own thing. So around that time, like, you know, we were young and stuff. We didn't have too much money saved up. So I remember I ended up selling my car and I was like, fuck it, time to open up a shop. That's when we
WRX.
RIP to the Subi. And just pretty much we just started it. We just I told Chucky, I was like, you know what, like it's time to do my own thing too, and just Jerry came with me too. We started working on the shop. So this pretty much was what was it, like a recruiting center for the Army or something. Okay. But we just started tearing everything up, painting walls, and that's pretty much where it all started, just growing from there.
And what year was that?
That was probably like November 2018. So we've been at it for a minute now. So this year in November will be 7 years. 7 years with this location. And that's when we pretty much decided, well, Jerry, he was putting in work, grinding. And that's when we're like, hey, we got to get another location. HollywoodCuts #2. And we started looking for a location too, and just pretty much started we ended up finding that spot over in Draper, and same thing. The homie that helped us remodel here helped us remodel over there. The homie Luis, RIP to Luis. Yeah, he helped us so much too. Like, and what he wanted just for us to be successful too. He didn't even care about money. He didn't even care about his time. All he cared about too is about just seeing us grow too. He put in the work, his hours, and he didn't even want to charge us for anything. He just wanted us to to grow as well. He just wanted to be part of it too, and that's why he was pretty much like since day one. He was there to help us grow too, and he had his own remodeling company. Just so we've always been around people that are hungry too, just people that want to grow. Just a lot of business owners too, and we've been over there in Draper for probably like a year and a half now, and we got celebrities just walking in out of nowhere too, and a lot of millionaires up there too. So we're surrounded around the right people. That's kind of what we wanted too. We want to be around people that are actually doing something in life, like people that are growing, people that have their businesses. Because like I said, like you are who you are around what you become.
100%.
And that's pretty much how it is. Just that's the only way that you're gonna grow, being around the right people.
And Jeremiah helped you grow, and you helped him grow, right?
Yeah, and that's pretty much where we're at right now. We're helping each other grow.
That's what's up.
What's up? Oh, yeah. What do you feel like separates your barbershop from any other barbershop, like the culture, the environment?
It's a hard one. It's a good question though.
Oh, the environment for sure, bro. Everyone that walks into HollywoodCuts is getting greeted 100%. You know what I mean? With the full enthusiasm, and they're gonna be like, "Well, why are these guys so happy?" We're happy because we're ready to service you, and we're ready to give you a top-notch service. And it breaks the ice at first. You know what I mean? People are in your comfort zone. You're touching them. You have to make them feel good. You know what I mean? And not make them feel all nervous. Half the time, they want to tell you what kind of haircut they're getting, but they can't even. They're like fidgety, pulling out their phone. It's like, relax, bro. Like, we're gonna get you right. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened at the last spot, but I'm gonna talk to you. This consultation is gonna be fire. You're gonna know exactly what's going on before we even start, and you won't even be doing the little side mirror peep because you're gonna know we talked about it at the beginning. And that's I feel like the communication part. Yeah, they know exactly what they're gonna get, and they're gonna be super happy with it. And then yeah, the customer service, we're just top notch with it. You come in, hi, what's up, bro? Hey, good to see you. You leave, hey, peace out, have a good day, have a good weekend, you know?
Make them feel
Always,
welcome.
always, bro. That's the biggest part. And then, yeah, just understanding them. I feel like that's the biggest thing is making sure you're giving the client exactly what they want, and that's by communication. So we really preach that a lot, and especially the greeting, you know, for sure.
Yeah, just gotta have that good customer service. That's it. Just greet the people. Anyone walking in, anyone leaving. Hey, how's it going? How's your day? Hey, have a good day. When they leave, just gotta greet them. We got barbers. They'll be in the bathroom and they hear the door open or something. They'll run out. Hey, bro, have a good day. So just
They'll be in the back room taking a break. They'll hear the door. Hey, dad me up before you leave, bro. Hey, have a good day. You know, it makes people feel good that they feel that appreciated. And nowadays, when you go into barbershops, they really just want to take your money, you know. And honestly, everyone's good. Like, everyone in the valley's good. Everyone can fade. People get down. People do crazy work. But it's what's going to separate you outside that. You know what I mean? You come to Hollywood, our clients feel like family at that point, you know? They're like, they come over here just to hang out, just to come through. They might not even get haircuts. They just come through just to kick it. The guy that came in earlier today, he's one of those guys that just comes in just to say hi, you know? He really does. So it's cool to have people like that feel that welcome to come in here just to hang out, you know?
Cause some traffic, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Just gotta have that good customer service with anyone. Just be a good person to everybody. Because everything you do comes back. So, same thing, like with, if you got that good customer service, you're a good person, you got good hygiene, you got all that, they're gonna come back to you. All your clients are gonna come back to you. Sometimes it ain't even about the haircut. It's about the person. It's about the vibe you give the person.
More of the connection you built with them, right?
It's about the connection sometimes.
Like Jeremiah says, not just about the money, getting to know the clients, making them feel good.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not about the money. It's about just that connection that vibe you give your clients.
Is there some topics you shouldn't touch as a barber, such as?
Politics.
Okay.
Nah.
No, no.
You read your clients, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then you got to read the barbershop too. You guys, it's that's why I love the shop. You can have a great time, but you know when to flip the switch for everybody. You know, I have clients that have been coming for 10 years that I could talk about anything with this guy, you know, but there's other people where it's like, all right, you keep them more civil and you just ask them questions about themselves. You
Know your client,
Know your
right?
client, you know what I mean? Know what the scenario you're in, and yeah.
And that takes time.
That takes
Dedication.
time. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Well, we're just about wrapping it up here. Doubt it was successful. Is there any final advice you guys would give the audience? Either it has to be like it can be life advice or just barbershop advice. Doesn't matter.
Entrepreneurship, business owner, any advice?
Just God comes first always too, and feel like always be thankful for what you have, be grateful, and just pretty much have that discipline for yourself, and just keep grinding, keep getting it.
Yeah, I feel like life is it's like yin and yang, you know? You gotta be appreciative where you're at, but you also gotta look forward to where you're going. And don't ever forget where you came from, but know where you're headed. And any entrepreneur, just work for it more than you dream for it, bro. You know? From the beginning of this podcast, just the work ethic part, you have to separate yourself from that, you know? How bad do you want it? Do you want it more than you want to breathe? You hear that? You know, when he puts him underwater and he's dying for air, and he just
How bad do you
want to
it?
breathe? Like, not, and no one's gonna hold you to that extent of taking your breath away, but it's your life. You got to think of it in that aspect. Like, I'm holding myself down. How bad do I want to breathe? How bad do I want to make it to the top? Like, and you're gonna have to do trials and errors. Don't let it get away from the baseline where you're at. Get upset, do whatever happens, freak out about it, and then come back down. You know, get back to the plan, and nothing's gonna go accordingly, but just know what the goal is and just stay dialed in. Just work for it.
Always learn from your failures. If you fail, try again, keep trying. Just that if you want something, you can always do it. Just keep grinding. Never doubt yourself. If you fail, learn from your mistakes. Because if you don't learn from your mistakes and you keep doing them, you're just really not gonna make it. Or the other thing too, learn from other people's mistakes. That way you don't have to make them. And sometimes, like if you have a mentor, like you're gonna take, let's say, 20 steps more than if you would try to go by yourself. You're taking a step at a time. That's why sometimes it's good to learn from people that are already doing it. So always just learn from people that are already grinding, people that you want to be like. If you want to be like, let's say, if you want to be a pro basketball player, pro soccer player, learn from the best, study the best, and just pretty much take their advice, see where they started, and just follow those steps. That's what's going to push you even further. And just learn from the right people and hang out with the right people. Because if you're hanging out with the wrong people, that's steps you're taking down instead of steps taken up. So just stay learning too. Just learn every day, learn something every day.
Yeah, your circle will for sure they will either drag you down or they will uplift you to your full potential.
Exactly.
Any advice or tips you guys would have preferred as upcoming barbers that somebody would have gave to you guys that you guys didn't receive?
Market, bro. Market like a mother. And now on all social media platforms, and tell people you're a barber, because how are they going to know when you're just walking around? You know what I mean? I feel like I've started doing that probably like 5 years ago, and that's what kind of changed my career, you know, and just putting myself out there more, being more vocal with just what I do, and really using social media as a good marketing platform, you know? Market yourself 100%. That's my biggest advice.
Always market yourself. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
Network events.
whatever. Do events. Like Jerry said, always let people know that you're a barber too. Anyone that you're conversating with, by the end of the conversation's over, make sure they know. Make sure they know you're a barber. Cause
It's always, hey, nice tattoos, bro. Hey, thanks, bro. I'm a barber. What the hell? All right, for sure. But that's how you literally have to be. And then it's awkward at first, but then it becomes second nature. You're at the store and you kind of pick out the cuts you want. Hey, here's my card, you know. Come up different ways to market yourself. I got the little dot card where I'll go around and I'll tap it on people's phone and it'll bring up my social media and just really that part. You're a walking billboard and
Really embody the craft, right?
right, yep. And that's why I feel like I had to even learn 10 times more now coming the business owner side of it is I got to market for everything and everyone. So always have the ads running, always, I don't know if you guys seen us, but we got the sponsorships going on the social medias and it's just really about investing back into that part. That's what's going to pay off. If your marketing's fire, the business is going to be fire. So that's the biggest thing.
Know your community, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Before we wrap up, you guys have any crazy barber stories you guys want to talk about or funny stories?
Yeah. Barbering is crazy.
crazy.
Barbering is a crazy story within itself, bro. Waking up every day, work. You think you quit the 9 to 5, but you're really working 24/7, bro. Tell me that's not crazy. You know what I mean? Like barbering is crazy within itself. But story wise, I don't really had. It was pretty crazy when it was cool when Colin just walked in. That was pretty cool.
How did you feel seeing him come in and booking with you?
So he walked in and he was wearing all his jazz stuff and I was like, oh, what's up, bro? Like, he just popped in. He's like, yeah, I saw you guys just barely opened up. And that was pretty cool to have him come through like that. And then now he's just been rocking with me ever since. Yeah. Crazy. I don't really know too many.
Like just the networking when it comes to barbering, you meet a lot of people. Meet a lot of cool people that are grinding, a lot of people that are like barely making it through, so you meet all types of people. And that's sometimes people got some crazy ass stories too, so
Tell us a story about how you met the muscle or how
How did that connection come?
so just one day I hit him up on Instagram, hey, let me know whenever you need a cut, like, and he's like, you know what, I actually got an event coming up. Can you come cut me up? He's like, come through, come cut me. And I went to his house, cut his hair. He's like, I got an event next week. Can you cut my hair next week too? I'm like, hell yeah, I got you. And ever since then, it's been every single week. It's been for the past 7-8 months, just been cutting him every week. And he always has some good ass advice to tell me. Any questions that I have, he always answers them. And I mean, that's who I want to be like. I want to have what he has too. I'm trying to have a $5 million home too. Have my helicopter posted up in front. So just got to be around those type of people.
it lets you see that it can be done, right?
Oh yeah, it feels like walking into his house. It feels like shit. He has the same 24 hours I got. Why can't I do it?
Okay.
We all have 24 hours. So why can't we be doing what they're doing, or why don't we have what they have? It's all about the work you put in, the mindset, the discipline, and also just manifesting stuff. Act like you're already there. Like now, I just walk in like to his house like if it was my house.
And I think the craziest stories is when clients come in and they're like, yeah, it's just like look like an average Joe, and they're, oh yeah, I got like a houseboat over there in Lake Powell. What's that actor from Great Gatsby? Don Da Vinci or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to rent out my houseboat for the weekend. I'm like, what do you mean? And I told him no, because I know how his parties are. I'm like, bro, you got to be pulling my leg. Like, you tell me you know this motherfucker, you know? Like, that's crazy. So the stories the clients have is pretty crazy, yeah.
Yeah, you always meet some crazy people for sure. Just a lot of successful people too. A lot of people that are, like I said, barely making it. And you just got to stick with the right ones. Just got to grind with the right people.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, that should wrap up our podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Jeremy, Jeremiah, Freddy, Juan, thank you guys for taking your time, sitting down. Good story. Hope you guys got inspired. Take notes. And let Freddy and Jeremiah's story be proof that dedication, discipline, and hard work prevails, and it will get you to where you want to be. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
I am.
Let's go.
That's it, brother.
Yeah.